Picture this. You have just received your paycheck, and instead of feeling stressed about bills or uncertain about your spending, you feel empowered. You know exactly where every dollar is going, you are saving for your future, and you even have extra cash to enjoy the things you love. That is the power of a personal budget that truly works. But here is the thing: most people think budgeting is about cutting back and living frugally. The truth is, a good budget is about balance. It is a plan that aligns with your life, goals, and dreams. Today, I am going to show you step by step how to create a personal budget that works for you. Trust me, by the end of this video, you will feel confident and in control of your finances. And before we get started, do not forget to subscribe for more tips to level up your life. Step 10. Understand why you need a budget. Before you even think about numbers, take a moment to reflect on why you need a budget. Is it to get out of debt, save for a house, or maybe you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck? Knowing your why is crucial because it will keep you motivated when budgeting feels tough. Think of your budget as a map. Without a destination in mind, you will just wander aimlessly. Write down your goals, both short-term and long-term. For example, a short-term goal might be saving for a vacation. A long-term goal could be building an emergency fund. Your why also helps you shift your mindset. Instead of seeing a budget as restrictive, you will start to see it as empowering, a tool that lets you take control of your financial future. Keep this reason visible, whether it is on your phone, desk, or even as a daily reminder in your planner. Step 9. Know your total income. You cannot budget effectively if you do not know how much money you are working with. Start by calculating your total income. This includes your regular paycheck, freelance gigs, side hustles, or any other sources of income. For people with variable incomes like freelancers or contractors, this step might be tricky. The best approach is to take an average of your earnings from the past 6 months. This gives you a reliable figure to work with. Knowing your income also helps you avoid the trap of overestimating what you can afford. Many people assume they earn more than they actually do, which leads to overspending. Be honest and accurate. It is better to underestimate slightly than to overestimate. Step 8. Track every single expense. Here is where the magic happens. For 1 month, track every penny you spend. Use an app, a spreadsheet, or even a notebook to jot down every expense, no matter how small. This includes rent, groceries, utilities, subscriptions, coffee runs, and even those late-night snack purchases. Categorize your spending into groups like housing, transportation, food, entertainment, and miscellaneous. By the end of the month, you will have a clear picture of where your money is going. Most people are shocked to see how much they spend on non-essentials. This step is not about judgment, it is about awareness. Once you know your spending habits, you can make informed decisions about where to cut back and where to invest more. Step 7. Create spending categories. Now that you have tracked your expenses, it is time to organize them into categories. Think of these as buckets for your money. Common categories include housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, entertainment, and savings. Assign a percentage of your income to each category. For example, the 50/30/20 rule is a popular guideline. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings or debt repayment. However, this is just a starting point. Your budget should reflect your unique lifestyle and goals. If you find that your wants category is taking up too much of your income, it might be time to reevaluate your priorities. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate fun from your life, but to ensure your spending aligns with your values and goals. Step 6. Prioritize savings and emergency funds. One of the most critical steps in budgeting is saving. Treat savings as a non-negotiable expense, just like rent or utilities. Financial experts often recommend saving at least 20% of your income, but even 10% is a great start if you are new to budgeting. Your first priority should be building an emergency fund. This is a safety net for unexpected expenses like medical bills, car repairs, or job loss. Aim to save 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. Automate your savings to make it effortless. Set up a system where a fixed amount is transferred to your savings account as soon as you receive your paycheck. This way, you are less tempted to spend it. Step 5. Differentiate between needs and wants. It is easy to confuse needs with wants, but learning the difference is key to successful budgeting. Needs are essential expenses like housing, food, and utilities. Wants are non-essentials that enhance your life, like dining out, streaming services, or designer clothes. Take a close look at your expenses and categorize them honestly. This does not mean cutting out all your wants. It is about balance. For example, if you love dining out, consider reducing the frequency instead of eliminating it altogether. Understanding this distinction helps you make smarter spending decisions. When faced with a purchase, ask yourself, do I need this or do I just want it? This simple question can save you a lot of money over time. Step 4. Plan for irregular expenses. Life is full of surprises, and your budget should be prepared for them. Irregular expenses like holiday gifts, car repairs, or annual insurance premiums can throw you off track if you are not ready. The solution? A sinking fund. This is a savings account specifically for irregular expenses. For example, if you expect to spend $1,200 on holiday gifts, save $100 a month starting in January. By December, you will have the money ready without the stress. Planning for these expenses ensures you do not dip into your emergency fund or rack up credit card debt. It's a proactive way to stay financially stable. Step 3. Stay consistent and patient. Consistency is the cornerstone of any successful budget. Building and sticking to a budget is not something you master overnight. It is a habit that requires patience and perseverance. Begin by making budgeting a regular part of your routine. Set aside time each week to review your finances, update your expenses, and evaluate your progress. Remember, budgeting is not about being perfect. You will encounter setbacks, unexpected expenses, moments of overspending, or even forgetting to track an expense. Instead of feeling discouraged, view these moments as learning opportunities. Adjust your budget and move forward. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Whether it is saving an extra $50 or sticking to your grocery budget for the first time, acknowledge your progress. These victories keep you motivated and remind you why budgeting is worth the effort. Patience is key because the results of budgeting take time. You may not see immediate financial freedom, but each small step builds a stronger foundation for your future. Stay consistent, trust the process, and remember that every effort counts toward achieving your financial goals. Step 2. Review and adjust your budget regularly. Your budget is not a one-time creation, it is a living document that evolves with your life. Set a recurring date, such as the last Sunday of each month, to review your budget. This habit ensures that your budget remains accurate and aligned with your current circumstances. During your review, look for patterns in your spending. Are there categories where you consistently overspend? Are there areas where you could save more? Adjust your spending limits to better reflect your reality. Life changes, and so should your budget. A raise, a new bill, or even a change in your goals can impact your finances. By regularly revisiting your budget, you can ensure it stays relevant and effective. This process also helps you stay accountable. It is easy to drift away from your financial plan without regular check-ins. Reviewing your budget keeps you focused on your goals and aware of your progress. Flexibility is key. If one category needs more funds, adjust another to compensate. A budget that adapts to your needs is far more likely to succeed than one that feels rigid or outdated. Step 1. Cut back on unnecessary spending. Cutting back on unnecessary spending is one of the fastest ways to free up money in your budget. Start by identifying your wants versus your needs. While needs like housing, utilities, and groceries are non-negotiable, wants such as streaming services, dining out, or luxury items are areas where you can make adjustments. Take a close look at your monthly expenses and ask yourself, does this add real value to my life? If not, consider reducing or eliminating it. For instance, if you have multiple streaming subscriptions but only use one, cancel the rest. Small changes add up. Brewing coffee at home instead of buying it daily, cooking meals instead of dining out, or shopping for sales can make a significant difference over time. The key is to prioritize what truly matters to you and cut back on things that do not. This step does not mean depriving yourself of all enjoyment. It is about being intentional with your spending. Allow yourself the occasional treat, but within limits that align with your budget. Redirect the money you save toward your financial goals. Whether it is paying off debt, building an emergency fund, or investing, these actions bring you closer to financial stability. By cutting back thoughtfully, you will feel more in control of your finances without sacrificing your quality of life. Creating a personal budget that works is not just about managing money, it is about designing a life that aligns with your values and goals. By following these steps, you will not only achieve financial stability, but also the peace of mind that comes with it. So start today and take control of your finances. And if you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips on living your best life. Your financial freedom is just one budget away.